Right, and here we are, everyone. I suppose we're gonna start a little bit earlier than usual. Welcome, Igor, to the stream. Welcome, everyone. As always, tell me if my audio sounds okay to you. I am trying out a new technique with my microphone. So hopefully my audio sounds alright to you. And by technique, I mean I have a piece of cloth on top of my microphone because this thing has some shiny lights on it that I can't turn off, and they were kinda hurting my eyes. And I was given the brilliant suggestion to use a cloth, basically, or some old shirts to cover it in. That's what I'm doing today. So yeah, that's my highlight for today. But yeah. Welcome everybody, welcome. As always, hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If the game seems to freeze for a moment, that's just me alt-tabbing to check OBS. But everything seems to be working alright. Audio is good according to Igor. Alright, thank you, man. Good to know, good to know. As always, for those of you who are new here, my name is Jeff, and this is But Words Remain, and welcome to Dark Souls Remastered, once again. I believe this is episode 12 of my Lorethrough, Dark Souls 1 Lorethrough. And we are almost finished, actually. We are almost done, chat. We have one Lord Soul to go. I don't have any Lord Souls in my inventory, do I? I don't believe I do because I have given them to the Lord Vessel already, so... But yeah, we have one more Lord Soul to go. And that's actually a fragment of a Lord Soul. We are after the 4 Kings of New Londo. Of course, we do have the DLC to complete first. So that's what we are going to do. And I actually think we have a good roleplay excuse to get started with the DLC right now. But I will talk more about that as it becomes relevant. What are we equipping right now? That's the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, and let's go. Let's do this. Let's make our way down to the ruins of New Londo. And how are you doing today, chat? Forgot to ask. Having a nice Saturday, I hope. I have been having some fun lately, preparing another Let's Play series for the channel. If you've checked the community tab on the channel, you may have seen a quick poll that I've made. Apparently, most of you want to see a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Let's Play, so that's what's gonna happen, actually. That's what I'm doing. I have installed it this week, and I actually have a few mods running as well. Not many, just a handful of character skins. I wouldn't want to change the game too much. But yeah, stay on the lookout for that, because Vampire the Masquerade is coming back to the channel. Shouldn't we meet... Oh, there he is, yeah. I was about to wonder where this guy was. So this is the Crestfallen Warrior. Oh, my man has no poise and no damage either. Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry. RIP. Let's give him a... No, not prostration. What is it? We don't have the fall on your knees emote in this game, do we? Again, my mind is in Dark Souls 3 this time. Yeah, so let's give him a prostration instead. Poor guy. Yet another ally falls down, succumbs to the curse. First Siegmeyer, and now this guy, whatever his name was. It was never clear to me why he is down here. He seems to be bothered by Frempt for some reason. I believe he says Fremd's breath smells kind of bad, but I wouldn't think that this is enough reason to make someone go hollow. But who knows, maybe Fremd's breath is that bad, you know? You never know. And here we have 2 transient curses. I don't believe we've picked this item up in the playthrough before, so... Transient curse. Limb of the victim of a curse. Temporary curse allows engagement with ghosts. The only way to fight back against ghosts who are cursed beings is to become cursed oneself. The safest method, however dreadful, is to cut off an arm of the dead. And the icon is quite literally, you know, a pair of hands. So, kinda weird if you stop and think about it for a moment. Try humanity. Why? Is there an invasion here? So we do have some ghosts ahead, and we are going to need a transient curse in order to interact with them. Where is it? Oh, the ghost is close to me, isn't it? Easy there, buddy. Easy there. Be gone. Oh, 1 hit. Oh, what? Unhand me. Oh, that dealt no damage. Yeah. Puny ghost can't cut through my armor. I guess another channel update is that I have finished gathering all the footage from Dark Souls 2 for my Dark Souls theory video, you know, the one that I've been working on for the last... I don't even know at this point, for the last 3 to 4 months. It can't have been that long, right? But 3 months, give or take. So I have all of the Dark Souls 1 and 2 footage ready. I just need Dark Souls 3 now. Come on. Damn it. Okay. What a way to start. What a way to start. Alright. But yeah, I have the Dark Souls 1 and 2 footage ready. I just need to gather the Dark Souls 3 footage now. Which means I'm gonna have to play through the game again. On what is going to be my second ever Dark Souls 3 playthrough, because I've only beaten the game once. Some footage I can record right now, because I have a character which has finished the game already. I haven't started New Game Plus. I still have the character with basically the entire game accessible to him, but the problem is there's a bunch of cutscenes that I kinda need to record for the video as well. So I am going to have to play through the game again, which is fine. It is, of course, going to take me, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 weeks to do it. If I use Dark Souls 2 as a estimate. Dark Souls 3 feels very long, you know. Gravity, yeah. Gravity and slippery ground, you know. The deadliest alliance, the deadliest duo in Dark Souls. Slippery ground, or slippery footing, I should say, and gravity. I hate gravity, as Carl Johnson would say. I do in fact hate gravity. So let's try that again. It's not a good idea to keep dying here, actually, because I do have limited transient curses. I should get more of them. Should be able to get more of them, since ghosts drop them quite regularly. Speaking of which, seeing as I have lost my humanity, let me equip this. Yeah, shut up. Be gone, spirit. Yeah, see? 2 more, nice. 2 more transient curses. Let's try not to die this time. That would be preferable. I feel like the Dark Souls 2 torch would be useful here. You know? To be able to see where I am stepping, basically. Okay. Just one swing, one swing. Could you not? There we go. Another transient curse, alright. Can we get the Jagged Ghost Blade on stream? Our luck has been pretty good with rare drops lately. I got the Channeler's Trident on stream. I believe, if not on the last stream, 2 streams ago. So, my streamer luck has been on point recently. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Kinda thinking what sort of character I should play on Dark Souls 3. My first playthrough was a Faith build, as I've mentioned a few times already, I believe. I'm thinking some sort of dexterity build. I would like to play a samurai character, honestly. I like playing a samurai. I'm kind of weird like that. I like playing knight characters, but I also like samurai characters, you know. I like both toys, both the European knight toy and the samurai toy as well. But the problem is, in Dark Souls 3, it kinda takes a while for you to get the samurai armor, the Eastern set. You can get a katana right at the start of the game, but it takes quite a while to get the Eastern set. Well, what did I just say? What did I just say, chat? The Jagged Ghost Blade. Transient Curse as well. There is a even rarer weapon to get. Rarer, excuse me. My English just broke real quick. There's an even more difficult to get weapon, which only the female ghosts drop, right? Maybe this one is not that difficult to get. It does have a cool moveset though. It has a stabbing attack. Look at this. It's awesome. I remember seeing a guy using... what's it called now? Iron Flash, and then this weapon right here, you know? With the Leo ring, because these are thrust attacks, so these things right here count as counterattacks. And his build was basically just using Iron Flash to tank through everything and just spamming this, you know? And he was deleting other players with it. Quite interesting. It does scale with nothing, actually. Interesting. I thought it was a dexterity weapon. It has a E scaling in strength. I wonder if it goes higher if we upgrade it. But it can't be that high, right? I imagine it's not a weapon that benefits that much from strength, because even if you do upgrade it, it's like B? No, not B, but D in strength at best. Interesting. So what is this then? Jagged Blade wielded by New Londo Ghosts. Violent thrust attack, yeah, no kidding. One of the cursed weapons inflicts damage to ghosts, so we can use this to kill ghosts, even if we are not cursed. How much damage is this doing, actually? 166 damage, and that's unupgraded. 155 base damage, so I'm getting like 11 extra damage from the strength scaling. Interesting. I'm gonna try upgrading this at some point. Probably a New Game Plus thing. Okay, that's scary. My controller just disconnected. Again. Come on, man. Stop doing that. Please stop. Okay. Last time it disconnected twice in a row, my stream crashed because of it. This is scary. Is everything okay? Am I still here? Okay, I'm still here. Alright, thank God. I need to get myself a Bluetooth thingy. I don't know what it's called. But I need to get myself one of those so that I stop using cables. I am a slave to cables, chat. I'm still using it. If the stream crash, you know, I will start another stream right after, so... Okay, let's try this out. Yeah, these guys have no poise, so it's kind of easy to deal with them. Parrying dagger, nice. Good night, Mirai. How are you doing? And let's heal, by the way. But yeah, like I said, if my stream crashes due to my controller disconnecting, just... Oh, come on. It disconnected again. Stop doing that, please. Just check the channel is what I'm trying to say. If my stream crashes, just check the channel and I should be restarting the stream in a few moments. Hopefully it will not crash though. Hopefully it won't. I'm gonna keep the Jagged Ghost Blade on the offhand. Okay. It is a bit scary though. I need to play while standing very still. I can't move around too much. I feel like this should hurt ghosts, you know? It's a divine weapon, so... Yeah, but it doesn't. Look at this. BS. That's BS, chat. Okay, this hurts ghosts quite well. So let's use this instead. Okay, there is one of the guys who dropped the rare ghost weapon, so... That doesn't deal a lot of damage, does it? Can you come over here, please? What is the controller you're using? I'm using a PS5 controller. Could you not use lightning, please? More transient curses and no drop on this one. I'm using a PS5 controller. I am a Sony guy, what can I say? I prefer the DualShock controller design, you know? Tried using an Xbox controller, it just feels weird to hold, you know? Doesn't feel quite right on my hands. I had the idea of buying a, you know, a PS5 some years ago and was kinda talked out of it by a friend. Please correct my English if necessary. That's fine, man. Your English is quite good. What's the controller you could say you're using? You could use the present continuous there. What's the controller you're using? As per your request, I am correcting your English. So there you go. But you are quite understandable, so don't worry about it. Some ghosts under us, underneath us, I should say. Okay, I'm using another transient curse. Do I have any? I do, right? Yeah, I have 8. No, 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 no. No hugs. No hugs, please. Okay. I have poise now. I have poise now, ghosts. It's interesting how they actually ignore your poise if you're not cursed. So, not only you can't hit them, but they also just ignore your defenses as well. Very interesting. Kinda wish they kept this ghost concept in other Souls games too. Dark Souls 2 has some ghosts, but they are more like... They are not really spirits, they are just unseen beings. I guess the idea is they are things from other dimensions, you know? So you can interact with them, but in a limited way. Do I have? Yes, I do. Here. Bam. I love Wrath of the Gods, man. The controller has no Bluetooth. It doesn't. The native PSI... Sorry. Or rather, I should say, the controller does have Bluetooth. My computer doesn't. That's the problem, actually. My computer has no Bluetooth thingy to it, you know. So I need some extra device to allow my computer to detect my PS5 controller. These are really not expensive. I should really just get one already. I guess a smart streamer would have gotten one already after they got a crash, you know, but... Maybe I'm not that smart. Maybe I'm kinda dumb, I don't know. Okay, quite a lot of ghosts in here. Let's give them one of these. Alright. Thankfully the... what's it called? Transient curse effect lasts quite a while. So let's explore this place a little bit better. There are some items around here, if I recall. Hello? Would you not? Yeah. Piss off. Piss off. There's one ghost there, yeah. I see you. You're not sneaky. I see you. I feel like the ghosts we have in Dark Souls 1 are a lot closer to the Japanese idea of ghosts, you know. Which is basically beings which, or rather, individuals who died and they held very strong feelings when they died, so they linger behind as spirits. You can tell by their design that they're meant to be scary. Whereas the spirits in Dark Souls 2 are just, like I said, people like you, but from a different dimension. And there's no ghosts in Dark Souls 3 as far as I can remember. Is there anything else to get here? I don't think there is, so I think we can climb onto the roof and speak to... what's his name again? Ingward. Ingward? Squidward. Yeah, Squidward. That's it. Absolutely, that's it. The guy in the red robes, the stylish red robes and the creepy looking Silent Hill mask. What's up?
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Festival.
I do.
Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal.
He immediately gives us the key, no questions asked.
The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorias traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
Alright. I might just do that. He's using a rather unique dagger too, isn't he? What dagger is that? Is that the dagger the female ghosts drop? It's not a unique weapon from him, right? Interesting. Pyramid Head from Dark Souls. Yeah, basically. I have seen a Pyramid Head cosplay in Dark Souls 1. Back in the Sunlight Blade highlights or top 10s. Do you guys... do you guys remember that? I guess I am showing my age again. I do that quite often. But there was this cool Pyramid Head cosplay using this hat, of course, and... again, Iron Flash to do a badass slow walk. And to be tanky too, I suppose. But yeah. Creepy looking mask, that's for sure.
Hello there.
Hello.
What is it? The key to the seal is now in your hands. I will help you in any way possible.
Have curse broken. So if we are cursed by the basilisks at any point in the game, we can pay this guy to get it fixed basically. And we also have this, a spell. Resist Curse, Sorcery of the Red-Robed Remedician Ingward. Okay, so that's his name, Ingward. Guardian of the Seal in New Londo. Sacrifice humanity to undo curse. Abhorrent curses eat away at the core of one's very existence, and cleansing oneself of curses is no easy task indeed. I love this concept, honestly. Like, curses are not meant to be removed, in this game at least. It's It's permanent. Once you are cursed, that's it, you know. Undead can kinda survive getting cursed, in the sense that they can respawn. But the effect of the curse still lingers. You survive being petrified, but once you respawn, you are still affected by the curse, right? And that effect is meant to be permanent. It's interesting how the only way to get it removed is to sacrifice a humanity, which is literally, you know, narratively speaking, you are pulling a piece out of you to get the curse removed. Which is metal as fuck, of course, but it's also very interesting. And that's it. He sells nothing else, I believe.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Mark my words, the Dark Wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again.
Anything else?
New Londo?
No. Interesting how he says they are the enemy of every living being that has a soul. And what the Dark Wraiths do is they absorb souls, right? Any humanity too, for that matter, but also souls, one would imagine. I do have a video where I theorized that what makes humans powerful is basically that they have the ability to absorb souls to become stronger, which is why we can level up in these games. We are basically using our human ability to absorb white souls and turn them into power. So it's funny he should say that the Dark Wraiths are the enemies of anything with a soul. Ah, so we did have another item here. A Curse Bite Ring, and I am not going to waste another transient curse on you, so piss off. Get out of here. Alright. It's the first time I do that, actually, you know, using this to kill ghosts. Guess I never bothered reading the description or paying attention to the description of that weapon before. But yeah. Alright, so there's quite a lot to unpack here. Large soul of a nameless soldier. What else do we have? We have a green titanite shard. This might be useful. Reminds me of this meme format which has, you know, popped around recently, which is basically old game but in AAA style, like Mario AAA. He gets a mushroom and goes, "Hey, a mushroom. This might be useful." I sense a chest nearby. And then I was watching, there's also the unnecessary tutorial messages on screen, like find Princess Peach or enter the castle, save the princess. And I was actually watching some Resident Evil Requiem gameplay. And man, it kinda is like that, isn't it? Like, enter the building. Or return to Leon. Like, man, I am playing along the game, I'm playing through the game. I am immersed in the story. I know that I am supposed to return to Leon. I don't need a message on screen telling me that. Imagine playing through Dark Souls and then you kill the gargoyles. And you get a prompt on screen saying, ring the bell. Climb the ladder. Then you climb the ladder. Then you get another prompt saying, ring the bell. Come on, man. Composite bow. Alright, I was actually hoping to get this. Which raises the question, right? Do we really need these tutorial messages? If I am immersed in the game, I kinda know what I have to do already, don't I? Kinda goes into that whole debate of how people are slowly losing media literacy, basically. They are losing the ability to be immersed into what they are doing, which is sad, of course. Humanity ahead. Yeah, there really is something there. Let's do some quick parkour. Do I need to do parkour, though? I think I can just walk over. Yeah, I can. There we go. Rare ring of sacrifice. That's not humanity. You liar. You damn liar. That's a ring. I was promised humanity. Brother, may I have some humanity? Okay. I thought I killed myself there for a second. My controller keeps disconnecting. I don't like this. And there we go. Yeah. Am I still online? Am I here? Okay, I'm here. Oh god. Chat, say something. Let me know if I'm still here. On my end, the stream seems to be getting a bit laggy. I'm hoping it's just lag. I'm hoping I didn't crash. I seem to still be here. I think I'm okay. Is this real life? Or just fantasy? Okay, I'm still here. Alright. I am laggy though. Why is that? I've never gotten stream lag before. Is it laggy on your end as well, chat, or is it just me? Is my stream, or rather my internet, acting up? Let me know. Let me re-enter the stream real quick to check. Yeah, I'm still here. Still here. Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, weird. Man, I am paranoid. I am going to get a USB thingy. No, not USB, a Bluetooth thingy. Yeah. Next stream, this paranoia shall be no more, that's for sure. So we are going to undo the seal. So let's push the lever. Am I still here, chat? Am I real? I am good. So just a heads up, we are not going to defeat the 4 kings just yet. I am undoing the seal and we are going to play through the area in the hopes of getting some Titanite chunks to prepare for the DLC, but we are actually going to do the DLC first. Yeah, that's the elevator, isn't it? Yeah, I can't really activate it just yet. Where do I go again? Over here? Yes, alright. We can now properly explore New Londo. We are going to use this as an interesting roleplay excuse to play through the DLC. Ingward told us that we can't really challenge the 4 kings yet, because they reside within the abyss, and humans cannot traverse the abyss. We can, however, go looking for Artorias, the legendary Abyss Walker. How do I get down, actually? I kind of forgot how I'm supposed to go down. That's weird. But yeah, we are supposed to find Artorias and learn from him. Of course, we know that this basically means getting his ring, the Covenant of Artorias. And I am going to use this as an excuse to go into the DLC. As in, our character will go into the forest, because we have been told that that's where the grave of Artorias is located. But instead of finding the grave of Knight Artorias, we are going to find something else. We may or may not be pulled into the past by a giant arm, which may or may not belong to Manus. We'll see. Come on, man. I didn't move. I didn't do anything. My controller disconnected again. Just watch this shit happening in the middle of combat. Again. Okay, let me readjust my position real quick. This is getting out of hand. Okay. Should be okay. How do I go down, chat? Could you remind me? Is there a ladder somewhere? Am I stupid? I can't believe that I actually don't remember how I'm supposed to go somewhere in this game. Shortcut. Yeah, I know I can just jump down, but I kinda wanted to do it the proper way first. But I guess I can't. Yeah, that's weird. Well, is this a shortcut, though? That's the question. I don't think it is. Yeah, I think that's BS. My YouTube just crashed. Okay. Thankfully, it wasn't my stream, so... But still. Sucks that your YouTube crashed. Okay, that is a shortcut, actually. Can jump down here. Is this an item? It is an item. What the hell? I had no idea there was a transient curse here. Interesting. And we can just roll down here. Okay. There we go. This is not the intended way to get down here, but I have actually forgotten how to do it. And we have a Dark Wraith. Ow. Ow. Do it again. I dare you. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. 1200 souls from this guy. Not bad. Okay, so I'm actually going to make my way back just so that I learn the proper way to get here. There should be more Dark Wraiths here, right? Yeah, I hear footsteps already. There you are. Come on. Damn it. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah. Carry bait. Get baited. I kinda want a Titanite chunk, so I'm gonna pop some humanity in the hopes of getting a Titanite chunk. Right, there's these guys, I should say. I'm going to throw some lightning spears at you if you don't mind. No, thank you. Oh, there's a Dark Wraith coming. Yeah, I'm taking this one, man. Nope. I have iframes during the repost animation. You can't hurt me. How? What is going on? Yeah, thought so. There we go. I love the enemy design on these guys. Like, once you understand what they are supposed to be, you kinda get creeped out. They are literally the amalgamation of bodies, you know, of, I should say, bloated bodies, which is yikes, but bodies which were bloated by the water and became this monstrosity. This whole level, actually, man, just gives me the creeps, honestly. The first time I played through this level, first time I undid the seal, come on. First time I undid the seal and walked around this level and saw all the bodies on the ground. Oh, a dark hand. Nice. It kinda dawns on you what happened here, you know. The entire city getting flooded. It's amazing level design is what I'm trying to say. One of Dark Souls 1's strongest points, that's, you know, a given. That's for sure. God bless the iframes. Yeah, this is Dark Souls 1, so I am invincible during the repost animation. If If we were playing Dark Souls 2, I would have taken some damage there. I believe there is an ember to be found around here. Yeah, there we go. The very large ember, I think. Yeah, very large ember. There we go. Ember required for weapon ascension. Huge ember of highest quality. Handled by the blacksmith of Astora. Allows reinforcement to plus 15. On par with the greatest weapons of legend. Which we are not going to use all that much because we are using mostly faith-infused weapons on this character. Alright. Hello Cindy. How are you doing? Yeah, let's just jump down here. I keep thinking that I'm playing Dark Souls 2 and that I need to avoid fall damage, but I don't. Fall damage is much more forgivable. Excuse me. I was in the middle of an animation, you can't do that. Do it. No. Not that, come on. It's what you get. It's what you get. For being an ass. I'm fine, Cindy, I'm fine. Glad to have you here as always. That is a large soul of a proud knight. And I believe we have another dark wraith around here. Yeah, there we go. I hear you. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Oh, Titanite chunk, nice. Yeah, this is the intended path into the city. How do I get here, though? That's the question that I have. Okay, I am stupid. There was an elevator, right? Yeah. This. I could just pull the lever to raise the elevator. Why did I think that I couldn't? I had it in my head that I couldn't pull the lever for some reason. That I couldn't activate this thing. But I could. Okay. Damn it. Well. Now we know. Now we know, chat. So this is the intended path. We have the Valley of Drakes right over there. This was meant to be a somewhat cinematic scene, honestly. That's the problem with not taking the intended path, you know. I wanted to nerd around the level design a bit more. Like, I would walk out of this, you know, portal or gate thing here, and not only you are immediately greeted by all of these bodies on the ground, which sets the tone quite well, but the Dark Wraith up there immediately attacks you. It's a very nice example of properly made level design. And I kinda ruined it by being stupid, but yeah. It is what it is. I'm gonna break some pots to let out my frustration. Take this. We didn't die at least, so there's that. This guy just got grabbed by a Dark Wraith. Yeah, look at this. Bro got his humanity sucked out of him. There should be some guaranteed drops of Titanite chunks around here somewhere, so let's try to find those. Aha. Invisible wall. And a dark wraith in the distance. Not this time. I got your timing down, sir. Still no drops though, come on. Alright. I think this is Titanite chunks. One Titanite chunk, yeah. I should probably read the Dark Hand, shouldn't I? It is a very lore-relevant item, so... One of these guys dropped this, the Dark Hand. The Dark Wraiths, incited by Kaf, use the power of the Dark Soul to absorb humanity. An art shared by this weapon, which also acts as a special shield. The Ancients particularly could sap the humanity of even a replete saint in the blink of an eye. And we can use it as a weapon, which is a fist weapon that also has the special attack, you know, to absorb humanity. Or we can use it in our left hand. And it's a quite powerful shield, actually, which can parry. Titanite chunk is always a problem. Yeah, it is. In this game, I feel not as much. Like, the Dark Wraiths drop chunks quite regularly if you have 10 humanity and the Gold Serpent Ring, but... Man, in things like Dark Souls 2 and 3, getting chunks is a pain in the ass. I feel like, especially Dark Souls 3, because you need more materials to upgrade your weapon in that game. Fully upgrading your weapon is quite the adventure. But yeah. Where's my catalyst? Here we are. So there's something here. What is this? Another soul. And we have this here. Cracked red-eye orbs. A hint to the player that they might just be able to find the Invasion Covenant here. Chunk? No, apparently no. Apparently not. Any items down here? I don't think so. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Look at all this nothing I found, chat. A whole lot of nothing. And I think there's some ghosts in here as well. I kinda don't want to use another transient curse, honestly. Yeah, there's a Dark Wraith too. Yeah. I don't think so. Oh. Hit me. Oh, I can should guard break them. Ow. How dare you. I'm chugging. Ow. Okay. The Estus was a bait, of course. That actually hit me, so check this out. If these guys hit you, it leaves you with this weird effect. It deals damage, actually. And I think it hurts stamina regen. No, doesn't seem like it. So yeah. How about we don't die? That's a good idea, actually. Die, spirit. Or monster. I don't know what this is. Begone, monster. You don't belong in this world. Can you guys explode already? Thank you. Thank you. Titanite chunk? Yes, nice. Okay. This should get us a maxed out lightning weapon, I believe. When this effect, when you roll, you take damage. I didn't test it. I think you take damage by just having this effect on you. A slow damage over time effect. Good old DOT effect. But I haven't checked really. But I recall it doing something to your roll, like it takes more stamina or it damages your stamina regen or something like that. I don't believe there's any more items around here, so that is it for New Londo for now. Again, we are not going to fight the Four Kings yet because we don't have the Covenant of Artorias, obviously. So yeah. Nice, thanks Cindy. You mean the parry? Yeah, I got these guys timing down, I would say. But yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Readjusting my position on the chair. Hopefully my controller is not going to go crazy again. Okay, we're good. Let's upgrade our Estus Flask. Because we did find another Firekeeper soul down there. There we go. That is a +4 flask now.
Forgive me. I am impure.
Yeah, no new dialogue from her. There we go. Took us the whole damn game to get that Firekeeper soul, by the way. Most players just rush down to New Londo at the very start of the game to get that. I kinda forgot about it, but yeah. Let's level up as well. It's 38 in endurance, almost hitting our soft cap for endurance, which is going to be 40. Almost there, chat, almost there. Okay, so what do I need to do right now? I need, actually, before anything else, let's go to the Daughter of Chaos bonfire. I need to get the Chaos Ember. Now that we have the orange charred ring. I don't think we have done that already. So let's do that. I'm also going to equip a Homeward Miracle because I am stingy. I am quite stingy with my Homeward Bones. So let's go down to Lost Izalith. And let's get the Chaos Ember, because I would like to get myself a fire weapon and a chaos weapon as well. They are going to be useful in the DLC because we do fight some wooden enemies which are weak to fire. And also just because I like having options. I like the upgrade system in Dark Souls 1. Some elemental infusions don't really scale with anything. So all builds gain access to at least, 2 elements. At the very least, fire and lightning. Speaking of which, we do have a lightning winged spear. Yeah, we do. I have to upgrade that as well. I will. We don't have a pure physical damage weapon, do we? Yeah, I was planning... Yeah, I think our light crossbow is our pure physical damage weapon, actually. I was planning on making a lightning Evelyn as well. But I'm going to need some farming for that, and I'm not gonna farm on screen. That's boring. I'm gonna do it off screen, A bit of farming off screen. Getting some diamonds off screen, like a good content creator. Good damage. The shockwave hit me, apparently. Could you not walk back, please? I don't want to aggro your buddies. Okay. Take this. Ooh, the damage, though. This thing hits hard, holy moly. The damage. Anybody else? Okay, there is one guy. Do the jump attack. Come on, do it. You coward. You're getting the running attack then. I missed. Okay. Okay, running attack. There we go. Don't do that. Come on. Stagger. And the third hit kills. Nice. Man, this weapon is strong. Two-handed light attacks to stagger a Taurus demon. Interesting. Anything else? Or anybody else, actually? Oh, two at the same time, huh? Oh, come on then. Come on then. I don't think so. Stagger. Dead. I don't think so. Another hit, a stagger, and the third hit kills. Yep. Cueing the Demon Slayer. Not Demon Slayer, Doom Slayer music, please. I would let it play right now, but copyright strikes and all that. Nope. Ooh, we dodged it. Strong attack. There we go. Do you know that it's possible to parry running attacks in Dark Souls 3? I mean, yeah, I believe you can. Were running attacks not parryable in any of the games? I've always assumed you could just parry them. Or are you referring to jump attacks? Because those you cannot parry, at least in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Oh, damn it. We dodged it. Okay. Another one. And there we go. But do you mean running attacks or jump attacks? This is a running attack right here. A jump attack would be this. This one right here. This is unparryable, the jump attack. You cannot parry those in Dark Souls 1 and 2. And I had assumed 3. If you can parry these in Dark Souls 3, that's new for me. Running attacks, but I believe you can parry running attacks in all of the games. In 1 and 2 as well. Can I go up? There we go. A soul. Okay. Not worth it. But I believe you can parry running attacks in all of the Souls games, that is. The Chaos Flame Ember, alright. And there was another item. Oh, my controller, again. Okay, we are still here. Am I? Am I still here? I am. I am still here. Yeah, I need to get myself a Bluetooth connector, I really do. But yeah, running attacks you can parry, I believe. Which is good, because some of the most OP attacks in the game tends to be running attacks. Things like the Katana running attack in Dark Souls 2. That thing has no business being so fast. It is predictable though, because you can tell when someone is going to do it. So it's nice that you can parry it. There's nothing else actually. I thought there was another item here, but apparently no. So let's get out of here. Get a bug out of there. And let's read this Ember actually, because it is a very important item. Chaos Flame Ember. Ember required for weapon ascension. Chaos Flame Ember is an art of the lost city of Izalith, handled only by the blacksmiths knowledgeable in ancient methods. Ascends +5 flame weapon to chaos weapon. Chaos weapon can be reinforced to +5. Chaos weapons are demon weapons augmented by humanity, which inflict fire damage. One has to wonder, why does chaos scale with humanity? I would be willing to say that this is something which was retconned, honestly, because we don't see humanity having anything to do with chaos in Dark Souls 2 or 3. Especially because the weapon infusions really only gained their final identity starting with the second game, right? In Dark Souls 1, Dark was just magic damage, but with poise damage on top of it. Dark sorceries, that is. So this is a rare occasion where I'm not going to read too much into it, and I'm just gonna say this was retconned. I think chaos doesn't really have anything to do with humanity. Oh yeah, let's upgrade my armor, actually. My controller disconnecting yet again. Giant helm and my gauntlets as well. Alright. There we go. We now have more defense. And I'm going to upgrade my spear as well. Where is it? Lightning spear. Or lightning winged spear, actually. Let's say +4. And I don't have a titanite slab. I don't have a titanite slab? Why not? What? What? Did I not kill the Asylum Demon? Oh, but I did, because I have the doll. What? Hang on. Can I store Titanite in the item box? Is that it? It's not here. What? Where's my slab? What is happening? Where's my Titanite slab? Did I kill... Hang on a moment. So I failed Sigmayr's quest, so there's no, Titanite slab coming from that, but... Did I not pick up the Titanite slab from the ground when I killed the Stray Demon at the beginning of the game? Did I actually do that? I cannot believe I did that. If I did something that stupid, then... Wow. Surely not, right? Surely I am not that stupid. Ain't no way I did that. I'm going to watch the VOD later of the episode where I killed the Stray Demon, and if I see myself not picking that up from the ground, dude, I'm going crazy. I'm gonna have a fit or something. But I'm thinking that's it. There is really no other alternative. Unless I framed my Titanite slab on accident and I didn't notice. Which might also be a possibility. Don't really know which one would be worse, honestly. But yeah, I guess we are only getting one Titanite slab in this run. God damn it. There are 3 slabs available per run. We are only getting 1 out of 3. That sucks. 39 points into endurance. Okay. Man, that sucks so much. Okay. Let's pay Andre a visit, I say. Undead Parish. That is terrible. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. But that's fine, I suppose. Parrying Dagger, it's from Karin. I'm not reading that. Let me just store some stuff in the item box real quick. Dragon Greatsword, we read that in the last episode, I believe. What else do we have? Occult Club, we are not really going to use it anymore. I'll keep it, I suppose. If I fight any divine enemies, I can use it. This is going into the item box as well. What else? The Dark Hand, not really useful right now. I suppose I could get humanity from NPCs, right? It would be breaking roleplay a little bit, because obviously our character would not do this. We'll see. I'll keep the Evelyn. This goes in there, this too. Man, I am on a bit of a sour mood right now. I was not expecting to not have a Titanite slab. How did I manage to do that? That is weird. That is really, really weird. Well, it is what it is. So I'm gonna pop a few more souls. 2 of these. And we're going to upgrade some stuff. Actually, I need to get something from the item box. Where is my... Damn it. Where is it? Great swords. Where are my great swords? Here we go. Zweihander. Zweihander. The base cannon, chat.
Well, I'll be. That's a brilliant ember you've got there. For all my years in the trade, that might be the finest. How's about you leave that ember with me? I'm just an old smith. I'd give my left arm for a gem like that.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, thank you mightily for that. Now, just leave the rest to me. Andre of Astora gets the job done. You shall see.
Alright. I just slammed my coffee mug on the table, by the way. If you heard any loud noises, that was it. So let's upgrade the Zweihander. There we go. Yeah. More souls. Yeah, he's talking about the Chaos Amber right now. I'm gonna give it to Vamos very, very soon as well. I'm also going to upgrade the Composite Bow, but I need more shards. 9 shards, alright. There we go. Alright. Do I have green Titanite shards? That is the question. I have 14 of them. Nice. Okay. That's exactly what I needed. And I have some red chunks as well. I need 2 more though. Kinda wish I had more, but yeah. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some red chunks. I would have to farm in Lost Izalith though, and I don't want to do that right now. So yeah. We are not gonna do that. We are, however, going to... where is it? The Catacombs. The Catacombs. Dark Moon Tomb, Daughter of Chaos, Depths, Painted Ward. There we go, Catacombs. We are going to teleport to the $50 bonfire. Or was it $30? I can't remember. And we're gonna give Vamos the Chaos Ember. And the very large Flame Ember as well.
Is that an ember from
It is.
And a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon.
Sure.
Yes, yes, very well. We'll get these old bones to work.
The way he laughs, man. So let's modify equipment. And I'll make myself a fire Zweihander and a fire composite bow. That's it for now.
If that'll be all, then be gone with you.
Let's pop a few more souls. And now he's asking for the Chaos Ember.
Like any that I've seen. A very curious pattern. Could it be the flame of the legendary witch? I know. Suppose you left that ember with me. Old Vamos would never let you down. No, not ever.
Here you go, man. The way he laughs, man.
Splendid. Splendid indeed. My oh my. You precious little thing.
I aspire to be as happy as Vamos once he gets the Chaos Ember. Alright, so Fire Zweihander, let's do this. +2, +3. We are going to make it +5, of course. There we go. And our composite bow as well. Although I don't have enough shards, do I? Yeah, I don't. Damn it. Shame. Okay. Modify equipment. I need souls. Hang on. I need more souls. Ah, I have the crystal ember, don't I? I should give this to the giant. Right, so modify equipment. And now chat. Chaos Zweihander. The base cannon. And we can give it some upgrades as well. I need more souls though. Do I have any more? I don't. Well, I don't need Vamos to keep upgrading it, so that should be okay. Now, let me give this thing to the giant blacksmith already. The crystal ember, that is. Shall we try out the Zweihander, though? That is the question. How much damage are we doing? 371, that's not a lot actually, but that's because I can't hold it in one hand, right? If I hold it in two hands... 590 damage, okay. Okay, that's a lot. For comparison, our fully upgraded Divine Claymore deals 497 damage, and that's our full Faith build, by the way, with 30 points in Faith. Chaos Zweihander +2, not even fully upgraded. 590 damage, okay. That's why the giant dad is so strong, chat. We do have to unequip our shields though to use it, because it is quite heavy. We do, right. Let me test this out. I'm still medium rolling. Well, we still have our medium roll then. Alright, alright. Let's test this little baby out. Get a few more souls from these guys as well. Come on. I don't think so. Yeah. Damn it. Stand still. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Come on, man. Stop doing that. Damn it. Ooh. One hit stagger. And there we go. One strong attack and this guy was done for. 3,600 souls, alright. Get pancaked and one hit. I love this thing. Could you get out of the ladder, please? Or the stairs, I should say, not ladder. Get away from the stairs, sir. Get staggered. And be dead. Alright. No drops. Our damage is going to increase even further because we can keep upgrading this thing. And we are going to right now, actually, because I've gotten a few more souls from these guys. So yeah, Chaos Zweihander and a Fire Composite Bow. The reason why I went with the Composite Bow is because it has higher base damage than the other bows in the game. And base damage is what you should take into consideration when using infusions. Yes, shiny. Yes. I give you shiny. You have shiny. Awesome. I could even buy some more shards from this guy. I do want to reinforce my Zweihander though. Yeah, there we go. I need a slab, I need some chunks, some white chunks. I need a ton of stuff actually. I'm gonna buy one more. And I can give my bow another upgrade. Since weapon infusions will always split your damage into two, basically. They are going to split your damage into physical and elemental. Weapons with higher base damage tend to benefit more from infusions than most other weapons. Ouch. My turn. Since there is more damage to split, basically. Okay, that works too. I hate these guys, man. Their hitboxes are so wonky. Alright. Should have enough for another green titanite shard, that is. Let's try that out. Do I have enough? I do. And that's about it. I'm soon, alright. So yeah, fire composite bow with fire arrows actually deals some pretty good damage. Respectable damage. We are going to Undead Parish on my full faith build, and that is a build with 50 points in faith, mind you. The damage of a fully upgraded composite bow, fire composite bow with fire arrows, is comparable to the damage of the Dark Moon bow with Dark Moon arrows. So very good damage. And it's a different source of damage too. It's a way to deal fire damage from a safe distance. Just makes your character more versatile. Alright, chat. We are prepared, I dare say, for the DLC. Before we go to the DLC, however, I am going to take a short break, so see you guys in a couple of minutes, and after I return we are making our way to... what's the name again? The Darkroot Garden, that's the name. And to the place where we fought the Hydra to get started with the DLC, so be right back, chat. Alright, we are back, everyone. Let's see if I can get my hotkeys right, shall we? Surely I can, right? Surely I can. Welcome back. Thank you, Cindy. Did I get my hotkeys right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I need to get myself a second monitor as soon as I can. And I will, and I will. It's on the list of things to acquire this year. A USB... Damn it, not a USB. A Bluetooth... I think the name is dongle. A Bluetooth dongle for my computer and a new monitor to use as a second monitor. Alright, so let's make our way to the Darkroot Garden. Or to the Darkroot Basin, actually, the base of the Darkroot Garden. Out of my way. Yeah. Fire damage absolutely demolishes these things, understandably, since they are made of wood. Darkroot Garden. Can I just say how I love the naming on these things? We know that Darkroot Garden was not Izalith, Ulasil. And due to the DLC, we know that Ulasil fell into the abyss. And this forest is all that remains of Ulasil. And what is the forest called? Darkroot Garden. It's kinda obvious once you think about it. Like, aha, there was once dark here, the abyss was here, so now this forest is called the Darkroot Garden. But it just makes sense, you know. And it's also nice that the DLC is something we got later. The game didn't launch with it. So they had this planned. This lore was already in the game before the gameplay itself was in there. Dark Souls, man. What can I say? Miyazaki, always 10 steps ahead. Reminds me of that Peter Griffin meme, you know, where he's going, if Miyazaki appreciates, I appreciate. If he speaks, I agree. That's me, you know. That's literally me. Couldn't be any different. So the Hydra is dead, obviously. We have rescued the disc already. Oh my goodness. The damage. The damage. Another one. I need to play Ultra Greatsword builds more often. Yeah. That moment when you kill one enemy, and then you turn for another attack, and you kill another enemy behind you. That's just peak guts moment in Dark Souls. Peak Berserk moment. The Berserk soundtrack immediately starts playing in my head whenever I do that. My main weapon in Dark Souls 3 was a Ultra Greatsword, so I was doing that all the time. Like killing 3 enemies here and then bam, 2 more enemies here. And the Guts soundtrack was leaving rent-free in my head. Yeah. The Guts and Blood soundtrack. So, we are supposed to find the grave of Artorias, Knight Artorias. I was going to say Saint Artorias for some reason. Never mind that. Obviously, as a player, I know where that is, but let's just say that our character doesn't. Sir Antonius here is not really sure where to find the grave of Knight Artorias. So let's see what we can find here instead. Huh. What is this? What is this, chat? A mysterious orb of not light, that is for sure. which happens to be 2D apparently. This thing is like a Doom enemy. Okay, here is the Dusk set. This thing behaves like one of the enemies in the old Doom games, you know, where the 2D sprite rotates with you no matter where you are. So it's always facing you. Kinda creepy. Let's touch it. What's the worst that could happen, you know? That's not good. And just like that, we are into the past now. Our character doesn't know that yet, of course, but we are in the past. Let's equip... I'll make it replenishment, so we can be aggressive in this boss fight. And I love the gameplay design of this DLC too. We have a bonfire, so that's an immediate checkpoint. And we are immediately met by a boss fight. A boss fight that is not necessarily difficult once you learn it, but it is absolutely more difficult than the average boss fight in the base game. The bosses in the DLCs are way more aggressive than the base game bosses, so that's literally the game telling you, you need to be this tall to play on this toy, you know? It's a way of gatekeeping, you know, not gatekeeping, but keeping players who are not properly leveled or who haven't learned the game properly from getting stuck in the DLC. You need to be able to defeat this boss. If you can do that, then you can play the DLC, you know? It's awesome. And of course, lore-wise, it's literally a Guardian. That's what it's called. It's the Sanctuary Guardian. So let's do this. We are going to try the tail cut, of course. Which means we have to take it a bit slowly. We do not. Yes, there we go. R2. Immediate tail cut. Okay, I love this weapon. Oh. Come on, stand still. Oh, damn it. That was fast. Can I stagger this thing? Oh, I can stagger it. Nice. That's half its health already. What? Okay, that's an easy punish. R2. Ouch. I have poise, bro. R2. I missed. What? Ow. Ow. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Interesting. I dodged just a little bit too early and got punished for it. It didn't deal damage, interestingly enough. The shockwave attack. Ah man, that should have been an easy first try. Come on. I messed up. It should have been an easy first try. I almost had it. Alright. Round 2, bitch. I got the tail cut early in the fight, which never happens. I always have to wait around to get the tail cut. Yeah, not this time, man. Instant poison, really? Okay, this thing has some crazy hyper armor. I should not try to trade blows with it. That is not going to hit me. What? How did I miss? Okay. What? Nope. Come on, man. Okay. Okay, that attack has no wind-up. Yeah, okay, I was ready for it this time. No, sir. Come on. I was ready for it. Yeah, take this. Oh, the damage. Okay, let's trade. Let's trade. I have the poise for it. I have the damage. Get out of here. Okay. I was fast enough, I believe. Guardian Soul and a Humanity. And 36,000 souls as well. Nice. Alright. First try. First try, chat. Can I not be poisoned? I know it doesn't really deal any damage, but... Thanks, Cindy. Let's check its soul, by the way. So, Soul of the White Soul of the White-Winged Lion Sanctuary Watchkeeper, who dreaded the spread of the abyss. The Guardian exhibited traits of several animals other than lions, suggesting that it was no ordinary beast, but rather closer to beings known as demons. Which, for me, it tells me that this thing was artificially created. Possibly in a similar manner as demons are created. It doesn't really look like a demon. There is no fire on it or anything. And the soul is very golden in color too, so... Created by Gwyn, probably, especially because this thing was spitting lightning. How Gwyn managed to create something like that, though, I have no idea. But I think the implication is that it was placed there to prevent others from entering Ulasil after it was condemned, basically, by the Abyss. We also got the Guardian Tail, didn't we? Sliced tail of the Sanctuary Guardian. This flexible, spiked, and highly poisonous tail would make for a rather obnoxious weapon. Yeah, no kidding. Look at this. It is ugly, I'll give you that. And it deals poison. 176 poison damage. How much is that, I wonder? I've rarely used poison in Dark Souls 1, so... I don't know how good this is. It is a dexterity weapon, right? Yeah, C in dexterity. Interesting. Let me equip my crossbow for now, yeah. And I can remove this, I believe. Alright. Need around 10k more to level up. The Guardian Soul, by the way, can't really be used to make any weapons. It's not a boss weapon, really. It's just a regular soul item. So we can do this. That's 1200 souls, okay? And we have 40 points in endurance. Which should mean, in theory, I can now replace the Heaven's Ring with the Ring of Favor and Protection, which will give me more stamina and more HP. I am fat rolling because I have my shield equipped. I should be okay now. No, not yet. Yeah, there we go. If I remove my shield and my crossbow, I can use this right-hander. This right-hander is really an extra build on this... Sorry, an extra weapon on this build. It's not one of my main weapons. With all of my main weapons, I can safely have my complete loadout and still mid and roll, except for the Crescent Axe, of course. But with something like the Claymore, I can still safely mid and roll. Or the Halberd as well. So yeah, we're good. Is what I'm trying to say, we are good. Do we have an NPC here? We do, right? We have a mushroom. Hello, mushroom lady.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
Yes.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil.
Which is to say she sells the same stuff Dusk sells. Repair powder, Ulasil ivory catalyst. Nothing particularly useful for now. Although gold pine resin is quite interesting.
Thou shalt see further on. An abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Thou shalt see...
Same dialogue. I love the implication here.
Flames guide thee.
How she mentions that Artorias came here to save Dusk, but a hero like him has a nearly... Sorry. What is the wording she uses again? Nearly a murmur of dark. Which seems to imply that the problem is he doesn't have dark, so he can't possibly withstand the abyss. A humanity here. Which is why, of course, we can actually hold strong against the abyss because we are human. We have dark. We have a fragment of the dark soul with us. 10 fragments at the moment, to be precise. 10 humanity. So let's press onwards. I am going back. Yeah, I am. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Let's go the other way. I have seen a very interesting video too, talking about how this place right here is meant to represent the first meeting between primeval humans and the citizens of Ulasil. These things look very similar, these statues here, to the humanity sprites we find later in the DLC, in the Abyss, in the Chasm of the Abyss. And they all seem to be looking towards the bonfire. Fragments of dark being lured and curiously approaching what was probably the first flame they had ever seen, right? The first light. There's a very interesting lore implication here. I can't recall the name of the video, otherwise I would plug it here. I might leave a comment later on with it. Alright. Let's see if we can get to the first bonfire, or at least activate the shortcut. Before we before we end the stream, that is. My controller just reconnected again. I hope this doesn't happen mid-combat. Okay. So how much damage from the halberd? Oh, a lot of damage actually. And they don't really deal a lot of damage to me. They are quite weak, so no need to switch for fire damage just yet. I am going to stay human for the moment because this area is a hotspot for invasions. And I don't feel like getting invaded right now. Can I shoot any of you? Missed. Well, I managed to get the aggro of this guy. These guys are, of course, the three ants we fight later. In the Darkroot Garden, you know, earlier in the game. Again, this area here is Ulasil, which later became the Darkroot Garden, so these scarecrows, they're not even meant to fight, really. They are just meant to tend to the gardens. And they are the ones who become the tree ants we see in the future, or we should say present, maybe. Back in the present. These guys are a bit more interesting, though. If the scarecrow enemies are the tree ants, one would think that these big guys are the stone guardians we fight in Darkroot Garden. But their design is a bit different. Yeah, they are quite tanky though. Oh. They have good tracking too. There we go. Yeah, they even drop the same stuff. So the first thing we would think is that these guys are the Stone Guardians from the Darkroot Garden. I don't have their armor on me, otherwise I would show you. But they are a little bit different. Again, this could be a case of the player thinking too much into it, which is not always rewarded, but one could assume that after Ulasil fell, they built new guardians. And then these new guardians became the stone guardians we fight in the present time. Ow. Don't do that. Okay, they get some weird iframes after they get staggered. Come on. You're getting the crossbow. Ow. Okay. Let's not die right here. Ooh. I had no stamina to dodge that. Twinkling Titanite. Alright. I'm trying to find the... not the Ember. The blue Titanite slab. Are you guys aggroed? Are we going to do this or not? What? How did I miss that? Come on, man. Get out of here. Chug. R2. Spin to win. This is where I can get the slab, isn't it? I kinda wanna switch into fire damage just to see how it does. So let me get my Zweihander once again. Hello, boys. Yeah, that's a one hit, of course. Can I stagger? I cannot. What about now? Okay, so 3 hits to stagger. Man, the poise damage on the Zweihander is crazy. And the damage too. I think we'll be using this for the time being. And here we have a chest with a blue titanite slab. The level design here is super smart as well. Obviously, this is the Darkroot Garden again, so even the geography of the level is exactly the same at some points. This place right here kinda coincides with the spot in the Darkroot Garden where we find the magic ember, I believe, or the large magic ember. Which makes for an interesting implication. Do embers become, or rather, do slabs become embers with time? Is that what embers are? Are embers just a slab which got really, really old? The embers are square-shaped as well, so it does make sense, at least on my book. Elevator, which doesn't work quite yet. And we have an item up here. Guardian gauntlets. The entire Guardian set is spread throughout this area. Let's check it out, actually. It is very heavy, of course. 10.4 units compared to my giant gauntlets, 9.7. Yeah, heavy. Gauntlets of the Stone Knights, Guardians of the Forest Sanctuary. The Stone Knights are golems animated by magic, and their enchanted gauntlets are oppressively heavy. They look ugly too. Which doesn't help. I can still medium roll though, interesting. I'm not gonna use it though. Doesn't fit my fashion, sorry. Not quite my style. This is the area where we find the cat Alvina in the present, by the way, over there, on that side. There is no bridge right now, but in the future there will be a bridge here connecting these two areas. I love this DLC, really, I do. It's just so smart, like I said. The whole thing with the forest being called Darkroot Garden that I said earlier, and the geography of the level matching perfectly at some points. It's such a smart DLC. Me too, yeah. It's awesome, isn't it? Where do I go now, though? Follow the flowers, right? That's the name of the game right now. Follow the flowers. This is the area, I believe, where we fight the cats in the present time. Let me just pancake this guy. There we go. Yeah, I think this is the spot where we fight the giant cats in the present time game. That little place right there. Do I have a... Where is it? Binoculars. Here we go. So this little area right there is where we have the sleeping black cats, you know, the ones which attack you. We would normally approach from that direction. There is a bridge over there. That's where we would come from in the present time. There is, however, a bunch of enemies here. And they see us already. Okay, one hit, easy kill. There's more. Oh, nice. Oh, thought he was alive for a second. Okay. Let's pop some regen real quick. As a flex tape guy, I would say that's a lot of damage. It is indeed. The base cannon. And it's not even fully upgraded, by the way. Okay, let's pancake this guy. So we can deal with this one right here. Ouch. That was a wrong roll. Roll into the weapon, not away from it. Should be a stagger. Yep. Another hit. And there we go. No match for the base cannon. Best weapon in the game, hands down. Man, it's gotta be up there for me as well. Can't really decide on which one is the best one, but it's gotta be up there. Top 5 at the very least. If not top 3. Did I just get another piece of the Guardian set? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, I did. I got the leggings. Alright. Chaos Zweihander, aka the base cannon. Here we're gonna have a nice meeting with Calamite. Hello. I'll see you soon. Don't you worry. Yeah, you better run. You better run. My buddy's a sniper. He's gonna get you. My buddy's gonna get you later. And down there, again, I'm gonna nerd out about the level design throughout the entire area here, so bear with me. Down there is where we fight the Hydra in the base game, which is also where we fight Calamite later on. And do remember, the Hydra drops a dragon scale. Hello. Bro literally gave me the Obi-Wan Kenobi entrance. Oh, no, no, no. No. Stagger. Strong attack. There we go. Okay. Only bested by Black Knight Greatsword. Yeah, the Black Knight weapons are awesome, aren't they? The Black Knight halberds too. Drop the guy down. Alright. As I was saying, down there is where we fight Calamite here in the past, but also where we fight the Hydra later in the present time. Which implies that a scale dropped by Calamite resulted in the Hydra being born. That's where the Hydra comes from, right? They are creatures born from dragon scales. Have I mentioned that I love this DLC? It's awesome, really. This is awesome too. 2 Twinkling Titanites. Immediately pancaked the Power Lizard. No chance at all. So as we get further into the Ulasil outskirts, I think this area is not normally playable in the present time. Which makes sense, because this area is mostly corroded by the Abyss already. One would think that it's sunk into the Abyss completely later in the timeline. Look how awesome this looks. I love it. 10 out of 10. Awesome game design. Parkour. Had no idea. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, man. The level design in this area matches Darkroot Garden perfectly. The game really wants us to know that this place is the Darkroot Garden, but in the past. Is this the spot where we get the Eastern set? It can't be, right? Surely not. Yeah, no. It just looks similar, that's all. But it might be. Might actually be that. Goff's Great Arrow. Interesting. So, we got a weapon from the Scarecrows. The 4-pronged plow. Four-pronged plow wielded by the wooden scarecrows, serfs of the forest sanctuary. The scarecrow serfs would not normally use these four-pronged plows as weapons, but their sharpness makes them very deadly. It's a dexterity weapon, I believe. DNC. Yeah, kinda. It has a funny moveset, though. Yeah, I was just about to talk about that, Bruno. The two-handed strong attack. Your character falls down on their face. Kinda like the scarecrows do. It has a spear moveset for the most part. But if you use it in two hands, yeah. You kinda fall down. I remember seeing a video years back of a Discount Ornstein and Discount Smo invading the forest. And the Discount Stein was using this weapon. Except they were using lightning resin to to buff it, and they would just fall on their face, you know, constantly doing this. And then Smo was using something like a regular hammer, a mace, I think, you know. Awesome. I think their names were like, not Ornstein, but Steen and Mo. Dark Souls 2 has such good memes, man. I don't know. I have so many memories of funny videos. Best attack, yeah. Did I see another item this way? I did, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I see. Jump. Okay. And the helm. And my controller disconnected again. God damn it. Okay. Let's try repositioning very carefully. Okay. We are back. I think you can just fall down here, right? Yeah. And there might be an item this way too. Out of my way, thank you. I think that's a Elizabeth mushroom. Yeah. Made by Elizabeth, the mushroom whom we just talked about. Or rather, talked to earlier. Large medicinal mushroom of Elizabeth, keeper of the sanctuary. Eating this mushroom invigorates the flesh and greatly restores HP for a limited duration. Its dramatic effect can make the difference between a warrior's life and death. It's one of those consumable items I never remember to use, or I can never bring myself to use, rather. Especially in Dark Souls 1, because you can easily get 20 Estus in this game. I feel like restorative items are really not that useful. Still, nice to have, I suppose. We could stack it with... replenish... Jesus Christ. Sorry. I'm having a stroke. Excuse me. Replenishment is what I try to say. We could stack it with replenishment and Sanctus as well. How do I get that? I think I need to walk around. Do you smell something different here, Jeff? I don't know, man. I don't know, Igor. What do you smell? The abyss. I smell the abyss. You know? This is what I smell right now. Welcome back, by the way. Nice to have you both here. What is this? Ew. Ew. Disgusting. Okay, we can jump over this hole here. There we go. What is this area? Have I been here before? Ah, this is the start of the area. Okay, I see. I see how it is. How do I get up there? I can come over here, right? Yeah, I believe I can. I hear footsteps. Yeah, I definitely hear footsteps. Hello? I don't think they can get to me. Yeah, they can't, right? Should be okay then. There's a whole lot of nothing here. Try jumping. Yeah, no thanks. No, thank you. Large soul of a proud knight, and there they are. Pancakes? Heard you like pancakes. Yeah. Heard you guys like some pancakes. Disgusting. Yeah, the effect coming from this giant chasm is really cool. Oh, there's a lizard over there. Are there any items here? I'm trying not to aggro the lizards. No items, right? Yeah, no items. So let's get the lizards. Run. Don't. Get back here. Bam. Okay, got it. Nice. That's why I like this weapon too. It's a lizard killing machine. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Narrowly dodge that. Stagger. No, thank you. Strong attack. That's a hit. Okay, I killed. Ouch. Okay. Things are happening. Things are happening, chat. Shit is happening. I thought I could get a stagger on that, but never mind. Things are happening right now. Alright. I think we are getting close to the end of the level already. This should take us back, I think. Yeah. Okay, I should heal, right? Probably. Ouch. I think not dying would be a good idea. We have these guys here, which are hard at work, tending to the gardens. Look at them. Look at them go. As soon as we pick this up, though. Yeah. Why did you stop, guys? Nah, come on. Why do you care about the money? You are gardeners. What difference does it make to you? Yeah. That's what you get. That's what you get, you know? Alright, alright. Some more guys up here, and I think that's where I saw that item earlier. Okay, I missed, but he missed. There we go. I think we can attempt to defeat Artorias on this stream, by the way, guys. What are my stats? These are my stats, Bruno. So level 91. 38 vitality. 66 endurance. No, no, no. That's a different build. I really just need to get my faith up to 50, which is gonna take a while. And my vitality up to 40 for the... What's it called again? The soft cap. Controller, come on. Don't do that to me. Alright. We are good to go. Let's unlock the shortcut. And rest at the bonfire. Then 40 endurance. Yeah, that's the soft cap, right? It's the Dark Souls 1 soft cap for endurance. We need it to be able to medium roll in this setup we have right here. Is there something behind the elevator? Hang on. I don't think so. Or something over here, even. Yeah, no. There's the arena. The Coliseum. Which we are going to see right now. I am double checking for items though. Aha, see? There was something here. Soul of a Proud Knight. Okay, now we can go down the elevator. Here we are. And we should have another elevator leading up to where we were before. This one leads down into the abyss. Straight down to hell. And we can't use it just yet. There is some speedrunner strats, right, you can use to fall down the hole there and survive the fall. So you can skip the entirety of Ulasil, basically. That's where we have the shortcut, I believe. Yeah. I like how this little area here is hidden, so the developers placed an item here to make extra sure the players would see it, you know? It's like, hey, there's a path down here you can follow. Okay. I'm not gonna go straight into the boss fight. It's Artorias then, yeah it is, but first, let's speak with John Bloodborne right here.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
Kindly reminder, chat, that Bloodborne was in development at the same time as this DLC was being released, I believe. So, is this guy a Bloodborne reference? Probably. I'll let you guys decide.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
Some Demon Souls inspiration too, because I believe there is a character in Demon Souls who uses a mask like this one and a hat. I haven't played Demon Souls though, so correct me if I'm wrong.
So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business. I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
He sells some overpriced stuff. I am gonna get a humanity though, yeah. And do I need arrows or bolts? Kinda. I don't have the Evelyn on me. I like having the Evelyn on this boss fight because you can easily stagger Artorias out of his buff animation.
So long.
So long. We are not gonna have it just now. And Great Lightning Spear doesn't work. It doesn't deal enough poise damage. Sunlight Spear works. You can immediately knock Artorias out of his buff. But of course we don't have Sunlight Spear because this is not New Game Plus. So we're gonna have to get creative, which means rushing him down and breaking his poise before he can buff. So let's fix our stuff. And let's choose a loadout as well. I need something with good poise damage. I could go Chaos Zweihander, but I also feel like it's too stamina intensive. It consumes too much stamina. I think we're going to challenge Artorias on his game. He was known to be unmatched with a greatsword, so that's what we're gonna use, a claymore. And a light crossbow, which I'm not gonna use, because it's not gonna be enough to break his poise, like I said. And that's it. That is it. I'm also going to fight him in human form. Just because. For honor, I suppose. Indo, no. Reverse Holloway, yeah, there we go. Okay, And let's try to not have my controller disconnect in the middle of the boss fight. That would be nice. Let's do this. I think I'm gonna use this, actually. Yeah. It will be more useful than miracle damage, honestly. Time to fight Artorias. Excuse me. I am going to just rush through these enemies here. We already have the shortcut, so there's really no reason to fight these guys. Excuse me, chat. Kinda wish I could have a sip of water right now, but I have these guys following me. Let me get to the elevator first. Here we go. Alright, much better. Let's do this. Time to fight Artorias. We have a summon sign here. Interesting build. Interesting choice of weapon and shield. Knight Warrior. Cool. We are not gonna summon, of course. I wanna fight Artorias one-on-one. Poise Boy. Cool, guys. Cool builds. Alright. We might try some co-op in the next stream. There seems to be some activity going on here. I might drop my own summon sign later. And see if we can help someone defeat Artorias. Let's do this, chat. Let's activate replenishment. I would try not to heal too, not to use Estus in the fight. Let's see how it goes. Look at this guy. This badass man. This beautiful Berserk reference. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, he's angry. He's hitting the guts pose. Alright, let's go. I tried to roll. What happened? Okay, too early. Oh, nice. This one. Ah, oof, okay. Weird, okay. Okay. Yeah, I need to stop taking damage. Oof. Yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oof. I might have to heal, guys. Yeah, I'm healing. Ouch. Damn it. One. Oh, damn it. How is that hitting me? Yeah, okay. Too early. Damn, okay. I messed up. Way too damn early. We are dealing way too little damage too. What the hell? You know what? I changed my mind. I take back what I said. Zweihander it is. Zweihander it is then. Zweihander it is. Not used to fighting him with the Zweihander though, so let's see how that goes. Okay. Oh, are we gonna have a disconnection thingy now? Yeah, okay, I know. I know, game. I know that the game was not closed properly because you booted me out of the game. Thank you. Let's try that again. I can probably easily break his poise, right? With this thing right here. I need to be careful not to get too trigger happy though. You shut up. Don't say a single word. NPCs watching you run back into the bonfire, knowing very well you died, you know. Alright, let's do this. Round 2. $144. Not exactly great. Can I get my souls? Excuse me. Thank you. Missed. 188. I was dealing about this much damage with the Claymore, wasn't I? That's not worth it. Yeah, not worth it. What? Yeah. Weird moveset. I'm gonna try switching weapons. Yeah, this guy knows I'm going to press buttons. Bastard. You're doing that again? Do it again. Yeah. Ah. Buff. Yeah, weird. Chug. Damn it. I meant to roll that. Aha, gotcha. Okay, this attack is pretty good actually. No, 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 no. No. Yeah, okay, got it. Coward. Gotcha. Ow. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, got it. Again. Not gonna happen. Ouch. Okay, got it. Ow. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. 1, 2, 3, heal. Okay. One. Just one. Strong attack. Do not emote me, bro. One more hit. That's it. That is it. Soul of Artorias. Well, damn. That was intense. And 60k souls, that's very good. That was intense. Thanks, Cindy. GG. I did it. Yes. Yes, you did, my friends. We did it. Artorias is no more, chat. Artorias the Abyss Walker. Let's check the description on his soul before we go. Soul of Lord Gwyn's knight Artorias, who was consumed by the Abyss. The legend that Artorias repelled the Abyss only told half of the story. It seems that he was defeated and his honor preserved by some unsung hero, who is the true victor of the Abyss. I wonder who is this unsung hero, chat? Who is he, I wonder? However he is, I imagine he is incredibly handsome for some reason. I don't know. I just have this feeling, you know? But yeah. There we have it. We have defeated Knight Artorias and we have gained access to Ulasil proper. Very similar architecture to the Undead Burg, actually, which is interesting. Ulasil, or what remains of Ulasil in the present time, is very close to the Undead Burg, geographically speaking, so there was probably some influence between the two cultures there. But yeah. And I believe that is it for today, chat. That's 2 boss fights and half of our way through the DLC as well. I suppose we can try to wrap up the DLC next Saturday and finish Calamite and Manus. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed it. What is the hotkey again? This one? Yeah, this is the one. There we go. Did you have fun, chat? I sure did. We are getting very close to our to finishing, sorry, our Dark Souls Lorethrough. I gotta ask myself what I'm going to stream after I finish this one. I could just go on, you know, continue with Dark Souls and do a Dark Souls 2 lore stream, but kinda considering doing some other games as well. We'll see. feel free to leave me some suggestions in the comments if you would like. And as always, feel free to drop me a subscribe to help out the channel as well. Next week should see the first, possibly the first 2 episodes of my Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Let's Play. It is not going to be streamed. I feel like I want to explore that game more calmly, allowing myself to, you know, cut a few things out if necessary. It's easier to do it like that, but yeah. But that is it, guys. Thank you, Igor, for the GG, and I'll see you guys next week. See ya.